start off with what is the procedure for if someone was locked out and they called security?
If a student was locked out of their house or a dorm, they call it security. We respond. We also refer them to their RD or their ARD because they're supposed to be the ones that are letting them in. But if they're unavailable, we'll respond. We'll get the information from the student, and we log all entries of students going into the building asking for lockouts.
Okay, and say what was the procedure if there was a break-in in housing?
A break-in, we get there, we notify the police department, have them respond, because they're the ones going to process the crime scene for any evidence, fingerprints, any DNA samples that they may find. They're also the ones that are investigating.
Okay, and what are there different policies as far as housing and dorms with security?
The visitation, and when you live in a dorm, you're allowed visitation because there's a desk sitter. In a house, there's no visitation. Students are kind of on the honor system there, but living in a residential area, you have to make sure that you lock your doors and make it appear that someone's home. Maybe leave a light on when you leave at nighttime, just because we're out in the open. And most of these burglaries that happen, especially in a residence, they're crimes of opportunity. If you're walking down the street and you see a house that's totally dark, no one's in there. And the bad guys know that. And it only takes a matter of seconds to get into a house, especially if you don't lock the doors.
Okay, and then as far as availability, your security, there's always a couple on at all times, and are they all qualified to do the same security checks and respond to all the same phone calls?
Correct. All the security guards that we have here have their security license. They all ride. Some of them are on set shifts, midnights, afternoons, or days. Some of them, a few work a variety of different shifts in different sectors throughout the university.
Okay, and what are the ranges of response times after people call?
It all depends on how many people are working and what type of call it is. If it's an emergency type call, we'll get there as soon as we can, a matter of minutes. If it's a lockout, and there's some days we might have 4 or 5 lockouts in a row, so it might take 15, 20 minutes before we are able to get to those.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add about security housing?
Just make it appear that someone's home all the time. The police departments will tell their citizens that. Leave a light on, leave a radio going. Make it appear that someone is there because most of these burglaries are crimes of opportunity. And if you have valuables that you don't want to get taken, purchase a safe. They're only $95 a year. You put your laptop, any other valuables, your cash, put it all in there, and it's secured.
All right, awesome. Thank you.